When I think of buffalo wings, I like to think sweet, spicy, with that perfect amount of crisp to the skin to the wing. But as y'all know, I like to do things unconventionally. And with this particular recipe, I actually put a secret ingredient that if you want to find out what it is, watch the whole entire video. So, with that being said, let's get to cooking.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite waffle color chef here, and today we're making wings. Pretty easy, right? But before we dive into it, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, click on the bell icon to get notified of my content, and of course, make sure you like and share my videos. I appreciate y'all for supporting me for real. Now, there's something rather comforting about chicken wings. If I could be perfectly honest, I'd eat chicken wings every day. No matter how you prepare them, whether baked, grilled, or the classic southern fried style, chicken wings are gonna hit. Now, when it's tossed in a high quality sauce, oh, no question, you got yourself a banger. And this recipe is no different. But before we dive into it, we're gonna make sure that these wings are nicely seasoned to perfection. Now, the first thing that I'm gonna do is take a baking sheet with a wire rack and place all of my clean wings across the rack evenly. Now, some people say they don't clean their wings, but I'll be honest, it's just a common practice in my household. And stop listening to these food pages that show these clownish videos pouring running water over wings. That's not what we mean when we say clean. Simply soak your wings in vinegar, water, and a little lemon juice, and you're good. Now, I got my wings from my local farmer's market. I know how to cut a chicken into proper pieces, but my farmer's market does that for me, so why not, you know? And not only that, but they let me get all flats in my order. I mean, where else can you get that at? I don't mind drums, but personally, if I had a preference, flats is where it's at. Now, after the wings have been placed on a wire rack, we're gonna go ahead and grab a paper towel and pat those wings dry. Moisture isn't good for chicken, and when we season, that seasoning won't stick to the wings if we have a wet wing. So please make sure you have your chicken nice and dry for this step. Now, as I stated earlier, the secret to a really crispy wing is to get rid of any excess moisture in and on your chicken. Now, after patting them dry, you could just end the step right there, but we want to draw out all of that excess water so we can get the perfect wing texture. And the secret to that is to simply add a few pinches of kosher salt to your wings. What's going to happen is that salt is going to release that extra moisture from the wings and give you a nice crispy exterior when you prepare them. Give your wings a flip, and then we're going to salt the other side of the wings. I really can't explain how food science works, but it just works. Now, once it's salted, we're going to place this in the fridge uncovered for a minimum of 2 hours like I did, but if you got the time and patience, then let it sit for about 24 hours. Now, once we remove the wings from the fridge, that excess moisture will rise up from the salt, and we can simply just pat that dry with a paper towel. Again, the less moisture in the wing, the better that crisp will be. Now, this next step, I'll probably get some looks and comments, and that's okay, it wouldn't be the first time. I've seen some chefs just straight up fry the wings after this method, and that's cool. I'm not gonna judge y'all too much. However, I need flavor in my wings, not just salt. So first we're gonna transfer these wings into a large enough bowl, and then we're gonna season these babies with some freshly cracked black pepper. Then we're gonna go ahead and toss in some garlic powder. We're gonna sprinkle in some onion powder, a little cayenne if you like it spicy. I know for some of y'all the buffalo sauce might be a bit too much, but the cayenne is optional, and make sure you add a bit of that smoked paprika for that beautiful color. Now, don't be afraid to use your hands and really get in there. Of course, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly before and after you touch the chicken, but to get those seasonings and chicken together, make sure you mix it all in until it's well combined. Now, you can fry these or bake these, but again, this is a simple recipe with a ton of complex flavor, so to keep things easy peasy, we're gonna pop these into our Ninja air fryer. I have all flat, so they really should be able to cook evenly. However, if you have flats and drums, I'd recommend while cooking these to flip them about halfway through just to ensure they cook evenly. Or you can cook the wings and the flat separately, it's really up to you. Now, after you pop these in your air fryer, let's get them sprayed up with a touch of olive oil cooking spray. This is just the icing on the cake to get that beautiful crisp on our chicken, and of course to keep the wings from drying out in the air fryer. Now, your air fryer setting may be a little bit different from mine, but for my recipe, I set the temperature of my air fryer to 375 degrees, and I cooked them for about 20 minutes. I did have to heat them up an additional 3 minutes after they were done because I had them in the air fryer for a minute and I needed them to be hot when that sauce hit. But 20 minutes should definitely do the trick. Check the temp as well. You want to make sure it reads 165 degrees internally. But yeah, these wings are good enough to eat on their own. But we're not done yet. It's time to show y'all who the real sauce boss is around here. Now, this sauce is about to be a game changer for real. First, let's start by adding Frank's wing sauce to a warm pan. I started with about 2/3 of the bottle poured in, and the reason for that is I'll be adding butter after this, specifically unsalted butter. Now once that butter thickens, if the butter thickens the sauce a little bit too much, then I'll just add more sauce to kind of even things out, you know what I mean? But yeah, once that sauce starts to heat up a bit, you're gonna wanna add about half a stick of butter. That's all you need, just half a stick. And while that heat is on low simmering, what's gonna happen is that butter is slowly emulsifying into that sauce to give that rich, creamy consistency. And again, if it's too thick, we'll just go ahead and add the rest of that sauce. Stir in that butter until the butter is completely dissolved. And now it's time for that secret ingredient. Can you guess what it is? I'll be glad to tell you. It's sweetened condensed milk.
What did he say?
Yeah, I said that correctly, sweetened condensed milk. Now I'll be honest with y'all, this one was straight off the top of the dome, and I couldn't wait to try it out. When combined with the butter and the buffalo sauce, it adds a complex, rich, and satisfying sweetness to balance out the heat from that buffalo sauce. Try it and let me know what y'all think, for real. Now to finish that sauce off, we're gonna add some Kewpie mayo to the recipe. Regular mayo works just fine, but Kewpie gives it a uniquely delicious taste that I personally feel makes this wing recipe a 5-star dish. And then we're gonna add just a pinch of garlic powder and whisk it repeatedly until that color changes in that sauce. And as you can see, it's starting to come together real nicely. Now at this point, we could turn the heat off and add our honey. Continuously stir for about another minute or so just to get everything well incorporated. I had to give this a taste just to see if it needed to be adjusted for seasonings, but the look on my face really says it all. This one was straight torch. And now for the final step in the process. Our wings are finished, and as I mentioned earlier, they were reheated, and now we're gonna place them into a bowl, followed by adding in a little bit of sauce at a time. The idea is to make sure we're not drowning the wings in the sauce, but getting them properly coated so when the wing sauce sets, you can add a little bit more to your desired liking without ruining the integrity of that wing. I like to shake my bowl to the side to get all that flavor in before tossing them like so. Now from here, you can plate it however you like. I got myself a little bamboo plate with some picnic style parchment paper for the visual and stacked about 6 pieces on the plate. Nothing too crazy. Realistically, this is a light snack for me, and I'm gonna get about 6 or 7 more after this, judge your mama. But after I plated my wings, I garnished with some fresh microgreens, and now for the taste test. Man, these things slap. I had to go ahead and get a second one real quick on camera, and my fault, y'all. Normally, I don't eat like a one-legged monkey, but these were too good. I mean, damn, just look at them wings just falling apart. Okay, all right, that's enough. Let's hear my thoughts.
So immediately you're hit with those sweet notes, that savory heat. That condensed milk really sets it off. It provides that well-balanced sweetness, and that hot honey is absolutely perfect. If you want the full recipe for these wings, make sure you check out my new ebook, The Simple Things, launching October 23rd. In the meantime, I'm gonna chow down. I'll catch y'all later.
That's it for now. Until the next time we feast, peace. Hey y'all, thanks for watching my video. Make sure you give my other videos a watch, and if there's a recipe you'd like me to make, just let me know in the comments below. I'll see y'all next time.